Hi, good evening, everybody. I hope you all are doing good. So, this is Lacuna Astro's official channel, and here we offer free astrological consultation for 1 hour every day. Today, the session has started a bit early because of the priorities I have on personal front. So, we'll be closing the session around 9:30 today. Please feel free to use this time to ask any specific questions you have around your chart. We would use different techniques to answer your question. So, the techniques we use predominantly are, are numerology and then astrology. And within the astrology, we try two techniques. One is simple Parashari, and the other one is the KP Nadi. So, that is what we try to uh, you know apply on your chart. So if you have any specific questions, feel free to ask me. Hey, hi Anjali, how are you doing? So most of you already know that this is the purpose of this channel is to just look into your chart, and then Lacuna Astro has built a in-house product, and that is what you guys use, right? So Lacuna Astro is available in form of a mobile application also. So you can download that from App Store and Play Store. As long as you have that sure, Anjali, just hold on. So you can download the application from App Store and Play Store after the session if you want to have good control over, over unknowns, right? So what do I mean by unknowns? So most of the times we don't know what is coming next, how you should navigate the time which is coming for you. So those things are very beautifully covered within the Lacuna Astro application. So I would request everybody to go and give a try. So today's first request is coming from Anjali. So Anjali, you can do that. And I also promised everybody in yesterday's session that we are going to make compatibility test absolutely free, right? Absolutely free till 14th of Fab. So I'm just going to make it free. Just give me 2 minutes, guys, and it will be available to all of you, and that will be absolutely free. So I'm just making it free for you so that you can go and check your compatibility with your loved ones, with your partner, with anybody you think is a good companion for you. So I'm just going to make it free for all of you in just 1 minute. You guys can download the application if you don't have it, and the compatibility reports are going to be absolutely free in next 5 minutes time. So what exactly compatibility reports will help you identify? So compatibility reports are built using the traditional approach, right? It uses the Astakut Milan. That is what it uses. But the interpretation which is given to you guys is absolutely in a very, user friendly format. So, what that does mean? It means that when you go and use that, you would be able to You would be able to get the insights which are very practical, right? As long as you get the practical um, inputs, you should be feeling more comfortable, right? Just guys, just give me 1 minute. Guys, there would be a disruption of 5 seconds. Application may be indicating some downtime right now. I just made the, you know, compatibility reports absolutely free for all of you. So it's available to all of you now at 0 coins. So you need not to buy anything. You can just simply go ahead, try your compatibility with your partner, and enjoy. So it's absolutely free for all of you, and it will remain free for all of you for next 2 days. So I would request everybody to enjoy and let your friends and family know that why not to try once. Okay. So Anjali, and after Anjali, we will pick up Rahul. So Anjali, you have already shared your token. Thank you so much for that. Let's look into what Anjali's chart has to offer. Okay, just give me 1 more minute. So today's session would be closing around 9:30. So if anybody has anything to ask, please make it quick. So Anjali, the exam you have given, right? When are you expecting the results? Do you know the dates when the results would be out? So I see Anjali, the last time when you came, right? You came in the month of November 18th, right? And you also came on November 17th. That time your question was around job, right? And you gave the TGT exam during that time, right? So TGT exam is what you gave, and my answer on that was that the dasha was not very supportive, right? And we requested you to wait till 2027. Yeah. So that is what was the observation that time, which we did in 2025 November. Now I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything considerably changed in your chart, but since then we have introduced new techniques. So let's apply that also and see if there is a possibility of changing my prediction. Because the previous prediction was based on Parashari, and now we are using Nadi as well. So let's hold on and let me just look into what is there for you. Just give me 2 minutes. Result is expected after March. Guys, this is the beauty of Lacunas, right? We remember everything we discussed. And that's the reasoning you all are given your tokens. So as long as you have your tokens with you, we would be able to, get inside your profile, look into what is there, what we discussed last time. And this all makes a considerable difference, right? Because I want to make sure there is a system which has an accountability attached to it. So if there is a prediction made, what is the basis? On what basis it has been made? It should not be based on, oh ho मैंने कहीं पढ़ा है. No, no, no. मैंने भी कहीं पढ़ा है, but what we are trying to do is we are trying to do an objective assessment rather than making it subjective. And that is the fundamental difference between what we do and what others do. So at Lacuna Astro, we try to assess your chart from an objective point of view. What is the objectivity there? And others are making it subjective. So as long as it remains subjective, the effectiveness of astrology reduces considerably. So this is our take. So I have added two more people in the queue. One is Mr. Prabjot, and the next one is Nishta. Next one is Nishta. So guys, just be there. I'll be coming to you in a while. Just be there for 2 more minutes. Okay. Yeah, Nishta, just hold on. It will take a bit of time, right? I'm with Anjali right now, and just give me 2 more minutes. I'll just cover it, and then I'll come to you. So you are in Chandra Shukra Rahu Dasha at the moment, Anjali. Chandrama is 50-50. Shukra is wow. Is supportive, and Rahu is also supportive. So I'm very confident that you must get a considerably good, uh, response in the exam, Anjali. So I would suggest that the dasha is having the favorable conditions to allow you to land in a job. So I would say that you just go with full confidence, give this exam, and once it is done, let us know what was the outcome, and we would like to document that also. Exam is in Fab, the Dasha. The February time frame you mentioned about, right? I'm talking about that. Exam is in Feb, the Dasha is supportive. And we are in Fab right now, right? So I would be waiting for you to confirm once the exams are done. Exam is in Fab, Dasha is supportive. Request is to update back. Fine, let's move on, guys. Next one is Rahul. Rahul, if you're there, please confirm. If Rahul, you're not there, then I'll move to Prabhjot. Rahul, if you are there, please confirm. Rahul, DJV15, what you want me to do with your token? Can you just specify your question also, please? Hey, hi, Rupesh. Specify the dates also when you have given those interviews, Varsha. Varsha, may I request you to please specify the dates also? I see that Rahul is not there, so we'll drop Rahul. Let's move on to Prabhjot. Prabhjot, you want to be cricketer? Guys, I have just made the compatibility reports absolutely free. So if anybody has any questions related to their compatibility with their partner, I would advise them to use the application rather than wasting my time. 2010 July 24 9:45 a.m. Prabhjot, this is your token. And if anybody has their tokens already with them, then please use that rather than me creating your token. It would be far more quicker approach. Prabhjot, this is your token, LA underscore MLVQ. I would request you to keep it handy next time when you come. This is tagged to your, okay. So Prabhjot, your chart, numerological chart definitely indicates considerable possibility of you becoming a sports person. Whether you will be playing cricket or you will be playing football is something we can't categorize that. But we can say that your at least your numerological chart is reflecting that there is a possibility of you becoming a sports person. But if we go and look at your Shuttable, right, then that has a very weak support for it, right? And your Mars is not indicating very strong reflection there. But that does not mean that it is not going to happen. So let me look at your Nadi also. Just hold on. You are just 15 years old and you are in the Dasha of Shukra Ketu Shani. Shukra Ketu Shani is what is going on right now. None of the planets are indicating that you should be even in the sports field, according to the astrology. So, are you just trying to waste our time, Prabhjot? Send us some photos. You playing cricket in the ground, right? So, this is the number we have because your chart is not reflecting what you are claiming. So, Prabhjot, this is the number. Send us some photos you playing in the ground, right? Let me see your shots, how good you are at hitting six. Maybe if you are a baller, then what's your style? Let me see that. But as far as chart is concerned, maybe you are just One thing I would like to say that at least numerologically it has been seen. So as a hobby, you just play, but as a career, it is not been supported. So that is my take, right? And when I say as a career, it is not been supported, I'm very clear on that. Yes, yes, Nishta, you are next. So when I say as a career, it is not been supported because the dasha which is currently going on has no reflection around your career in sports. And your question is, can I become a cricketer? So is it something which you are speculating that what if I start playing cricket, then would I become a cricketer? What have you achieved? Because your chart is not reflecting that. So I have to say, I'm so sorry. And if you are still very confident that you are doing that, so I would request you, I have given you the number, just send your photos in ground where you are playing cricket so that I get a sense of it, that you are really mm, doing what you are claiming. Okay. So from our side, I feel that you are just here to waste the time. Okay, Mr. Prabhajot. Uh, he seems to be bluffing. Fine, guys. Let's move on. Next one is Nishta. Nishta, if you're there, please let me know. I feel Nishta, you are there and you can hear me loud and clear. Perfect. Let me create a Nishta's chart. Okay. Nishta, you are switching your questions like anything, right? Yeah. So next one is DJV, who is Varsha. So Varsha has already shared her token. So I'll just simply go and pick up Varsha. And after that, Vira. Vira would be the next. But Jyoti, why are you asking who is next? Have you shared your details, or you are just maintaining a queue for me? Don't ask questions which make me block you. I have a lot. I am sorry. Yeah, that's fine. Now, Jyoti, I didn't see your question, so probably you can just post it again. But you are not in the queue, and I haven't seen your question. So I would request you to just post it again. And that is the reasoning I say everybody that please don't spam. Sending messages multiple times is not going to help. Chandigarh. 2003. You guys can download the Lacuna Astro application. It is freely available on App Store and Play Store. You can just create your profile there and share the token with me. Hey Jyoti, I don't know. I haven't seen your question. Okay, okay, I see that. Hold on. I have added you after Vira. Fine. Nishta, this is your token. This is what you have to carry next time when you come. I don't know what your husband would be doing. Maybe he would be washing dishes somewhere, or maybe he would be ruling the country. I don't know about it, Jyoti. So, if you really want to dig down how he would be, then you can go for the offline consultation. But here we can definitely talk about how your marriage would be, whether it would be there or not, whether you are going to enjoy your marriage or not, whether there is a possibility of you being hurt in that or not. So that is what probably we can talk about. But I would not be able to really tell you whether he will be 6 feet, he will have 6 feet height, or he'll be a tingu. So that all I can't answer. Okay. Hi Abhishek, how are you doing? Nishtha. So numerologically, I think what was your question? You changed it twice. So just give me a minute. Job stability. So, and I also want to call out that for Heer Ranja, for Romeo Juliet, we have made compatibility reports absolutely free. So if anybody is here who is not sure whether they are spending their time with their dream guy or dream girl, right? So they can just go and check that using compatibility reports. That is absolutely free. It is available there in the App Store and Play Store. You can just download it, try that, and it gives you a very objective assessment of your chart and your partner's chart put together. So you guys can just go create your profile, create your partner's profile, try the question, and it will give you a fair enough answer. I'll just look into the job. Okay, Nishtha. I'll just look into the job. Rest all whatever you are asking. I would suggest you to come. Either you come tomorrow. For each question, you keep coming every day, or you can just come offline. But I would not suggest you to come offline because that is not beneficial. Anyone from live coming offline is a loss for us. So in a very rare condition you should come offline. So what I would say, I would just focus on your job. Nay, 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 don't retype. The very first question you asked about is what I'm going to focus on. So your numerological chart is indicating that there is obviously you may have a bit of ups and downs when your career has begun, uh, but you are definitely going to get a job. So at least from the numerology standpoint, it is absolutely supportive, and you are definitely going to uh, get a job. So there is no problem at all. As far as I think that's not your question, so I'll not look into that at all. Now the question is when exactly you can get into the job. So currently you are in the dasha of Ketu, Shani, and Rahu. And if I look at the Ketu, so Ketu, nope, it's not supporting job. Fine, Saturn is Saturn is supporting. And the very good thing is Saturn is supporting at the sublord and the star lord level, which is a good news for you. But Rahu is also denying this. So only the bhukti is what is supportive. Uh, so it's a weak time. I would not say that it can happen because the possibility has reduced, right? It is now, I would say, 40/60 is what is the possibility. 40% you can get and 60% no. So there is a struggle for sure. So it is not just going to come to you very easily. Okay. Now, what we are going to see whether the next cycle is favorable for you or not. So the next dasha would be Ketu, Shani, and Guru. So if we look at that, Guru is also denying that, and it is very means. Just hold on. Yeah, so that is what I'm saying, right? So Guru is also not supporting until 2026 May, right? And the situation is kind of going to continue, but just hold on. Hold on, let me find the sweet spot for you where you can really put an emphasis on this. Uh, I would advise you that if the timeline goes beyond 6 months or 1 year, right? I would not advise you to wait for a good time then. I would advise you to go for something which helps you keep your profile agile, right? And that means potentially you can go for higher studies or maybe you can go for the reskilling program. Something of that sort is what you should be considering. But before you jump on that, give me 2 more minutes. Let me deep dive and see how far is the golden opportunity. If it is coming to you in near future with a considerable support, then I would advise you to hold. If it is far in the future, then there is no point you wasting your time because that becomes a question, right? Why there is a gap. So just give me 2 more minutes and then we can take this forward. I would say, Nishtha, uh, don't commit for higher studies right now. I would request you to wait till May 2026. Uh, Somewhere between the March and May, right, is the window when you can definitely get some good traction. Obviously, it will not be giving you all what you need. Uh, need in terms of sometimes what happens, right? You get into the job, but um, package may not be good or work culture may not be good. So somewhat similar situation you can end up having, but you will definitely get a job during that window. So I would say between March till May is the time frame when you should be approaching uh, your interviews or anything like that with a very positive mindset, because that is the time frame in which there is a very strong possibility of you ending up with a job. Now, the time is not very far in the future. So I would request you to just hold on, look at it, enjoy your Holi. After Holi, you can just start, appearing for the interviews. Once you get any good response, just let us know. So that's the window where I would suggest you to please keep yourself, engaged. नहीं निष्ठा एक काम करो पहले, लेट्स नॉट जंप द गन्स. ओके, आई वुड सजेस्ट ये जो मार्च से लेकर के जून तक का जो टाइम है ना, एक काम करो, आप पहले उसको पूरा करो. राइट, लेट्स सी दैट. वंस यू डोंट गेट एनी पॉजिटिव रिस्पॉन्स देयर, तब बात करेंगे ना. अभी क्यों, वाई आर यू पैनिकिंग राइट नाउ? Yeah, thank you, Nishta. I would suggest that let's do that. That's the right approach. If we just directly jump on that, then it is not going to help. I'm very positive कि ठीक होना चाहिए, है ना, अच्छा होना चाहिए. और ये मार्च में ही आपको पता चल जाएगा क्या होना है. अगर नहीं हो रहा है, मार्च में कुछ प्रोग्रेस नहीं दिख रही है, तो यू हैव योर टोकन, यू कैन एनी टाइम कम बैक एंड देन लेट्स लुक इनटू इट टुगेदर. बट अभी के लिए आई वुड से दैट कि डोंट पैनिक, keep yourself focused. Okay, start, keep learning about the new techniques and the technologies which are evolving in the market, because every interview, I know a lot of people who are in IT, so every interview is centered around AI, agentic AI, yeah, whoa. So just read about it, have that sense, don't just lose your focus. And in the March month itself, you would get to see something which is reasonably good for you. So I would say don't panic, be focused. Varsha, if you're there, let me know. Varsha, if you are there, let me know. Yeah, Abhishek, I'll look into your chart. Just hold. Um, yeah, Abhishek, I'll take your question, but there are people in the queue. Aditi, we haven't, I mean, I haven't seen your question. Maybe I have missed it. Probably you can post it again if you don't mind, but you are not in the list right now. Varsha is not there. Vira, if you are there, please let me know. Joti, you are after Vira. Karan, you are not in the list, so we have not added into the queue. I don't see when you sent your message. And your question is half cooked, Karan. Your question is half cooked. Half cooked means it's not having a place of birth, time of birth. So I can't help you, buddy. We'll look into Vira. After Vira, we have Jyoti and then Abhishek. नागालैंड में कोई स्पेसिफिक जगह है? ओके, दीमापुर. फाइन. Aditi, I didn't mention because you are not in the queue, Aditi. Okay. If you are in the queue, why would I miss your name? You have not stolen my money, right? So, as long as you are not in the queue, you're not in the queue. है ना? Rather than messaging this, you could just send your question again. Aditya, without seeing your, chart, I can tell you one thing. I'll definitely look into your chart also. But I can tell you one thing that you are not going to clear UPSC. Okay? Because you don't have etiquettes. Queue what? So there is a queue maintained, and everybody is picked out of that queue. And that queue is maintained at my end. So whenever I see somebody's message with credible information, we just add them to the queue. Now, if somebody is acting smart, sharing half cooked details, they are not added into the queue. You being an aspirant of UPSC, not having an idea of what is queue, is really answering your question. But anyways, I don't mean to insult you, so just be there. I'll look into it. And don't message multiple times. Don't try to prove your point. I know everybody is humble here, so don't try to prove your point. uh, Aditi, last time, don't message any more time. Once your token is pegged, I'll let you know. आप चुपचाप अब आराम से वेट कर सकती हैं तो करिए. Otherwise, don't show your attitude here. Yeah. 13 July 2006. Thank you. Thank you so much. 7 p.m. And anybody who is having any sense, right? I would expect them to behave like that. No arguments, no faltu bakwas, because this place is not your backyard, right? Where I have intruded. So this is my place, my channel, and you are coming here. So I would request you to maintain a decorum so that everybody feels psychologically safe. No spamming, no faltu messages. If you can do so, stay. Otherwise, I would not be able to help you. So this is your token, Mr. Vira. Please keep this handy next time when you come. So Vira, if you really want to explore the domain or the specific line of education you should pursue, right? I would advise you to simply go ahead and seek something in the field of. I mean, it should be something creative, right? Something like fashion designer or somebody who is in media or maybe in acting or things like that, right? Where you can just showcase your skills, where you are directly indulged into it, right? It should not be something which is aggregated and then it goes out to everybody. So as long as you can think of any field which allows you to just uh, have that, right, is definitely very good area for you. So anything which is artistic in nature is the field you should pursue. अब वो कौन सी होगी क्या होगी that you decide. I don't know. but anything where you can showcase your artistic side is the field where you are going to succeed by and large. So sometimes what happens, right? For example, I come from a technology background, right? I have had quite a flourishing IT career, but I left everything and now I do this, where I have to deal with uh, uh, highly intelligent people. So for me, what I'm doing is considerably low profile activity than what I used to do. So, but this is what was destined, right? At least for 2 years time frame in my life, this is what I had to commit for something which is related to occult or something like that, and that is what I'm doing. Now, the point I'm trying to make here, what you will do in future, what's the field where you are really going to succeed is what you should focus on. Probably that may not be your immediate interest as of today, but you should be looking at the horizon of 10 years, 15 years, and longer horizon, so that you are deciding something which is really going to help you uh, build you as a successful person. So that is what I meant, uh, Vira, if you understood that. Joti, if you are there, please let me know. And after that, we'll go to Abhishek, and after that, we'll go to Aditi. Jyoti, if you are there, let me know. I'm adding Karan also into the queue. So, Karan, thank you so much for sharing the details. Donish, Donish, Nish. I don't know. Oh, what's your name? Dolly. Okay, Dolly. Okay, Dolly. Good that I didn't read it donkey or something like that. Okay, Dolly. Thank you, Dolly. You are added into the queue. So, Jyoti, thank you, Jyoti, for confirming your availability. Let me quickly create chart for Jyoti. And I would reiterate, guys, please do not spam. Please. Uh, yeah, Jyoti, I do have your question. So don't worry. Jyoti, I do have your question. I have all the necessary details also. So I highly appreciate that you shared all the details with us. And please be there and we'll look into your chart. Vira was coming to our live sessions from last, you know, 3 4 days. And after getting his reading, maybe he got shocked. Oh my God, he is asking me to become an actor. And he simply maybe fainted or ran away. I don't know what happened, but he didn't respond, confirming that, yes, sir, this is what I want to do. So, Vira, if you're listening me, I'm still waiting for your opinion on what I said. Is there anything in your body which makes you feel creative? Oh, Vira, why are you crying, man? Why are you crying? Start your own beauty brand like Mama Earth, right? Without knowing anything about beauty, you can start a beauty brand. career. And I remember asking you to connect with us offline, but you never came. Let's go ahead. Jyoti, this is your token. Please keep it handy. Jyoti, this is your token. I would request you to please keep it handy. Hello, Mr. Shashi. How are you doing? Long time no see. If you are the same Shashi. Jyoti, your chart is kind of pretty, in a very pretty messed up state, at least from the numerology point of view. So the chart like this, right, is something um which indicates that there is a strong possibility of having unstable relationships. Yeah. So, and similar charts we have seen in past, and that is being confirmed by people. So if you have not seen any turbulence in your relationship, that does not mean what I'm saying is not going to happen or is not the possibility. The potential reasoning why it can lead to a conflicting situation for you in a relationship is your ability to speak and your ability, and I would say the way you handle your anger, right? The way you handle things around you. Yeah, you will have to send your date of birth, you will have to send place and the time also. So Jyoti, in case if you end up having any turbulence in your relationship, that would be predominantly going to be initiated from your side, where you would be using words or expressing your emotions in kind of language which is not very soothing, right? And that may lead to a conflicting situation. So that is what I can see, at least from the numerology standpoint. Let's look into what your astrological chart says. You are in Rahu Shani, Rahu Dasha at the moment. Uh, if you are here to talk about marriage or anything related to that, then definitely this is not the time which is being supported for marriage. So that is one thing. Shashi, this is not enough. I would request everybody to please make sure you are sharing your details in entirety, right? That means it should have date of birth, place of birth, time of birth, and the question. Don't share it in bits and pieces. Otherwise, there are multiple messages. I may be, you know, missing some part of it. So this time is not being supported for marriage. Jyoti, this is your reading currently going on. If you're there and if you're listening me, just please be there. And the time frame I'm talking about is ending somewhere in 2025 March. Now Rahu, Saturn, Rahu. So Rahu is already denying that. Saturn is also not confirming to a marriage. There can be a very slight possibility of you being affectionated to somebody, but it is not confirming to any sort of strong bonding or something resulting into a marriage. As far as, I think your question was around how would be your dream boy look like. So just give me a minute. He'll be handsome. He'll be handsome, but his age would be, he'll be elder to you. Obviously boys are elder to the girls, but in your case he can be considerably elder than you, so that is the possibility. um, no, no, that is fine. Have I said that you are in a relationship? No, 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 I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you get into the relationship, your behavior is what is going to cause a turbulence in that. That is what I said, I think. I didn't say that you are in a relationship. As far as marriage is concerned, you are going to marry somebody who is elder to you, and it can be a bit delayed also because of the involvement of Saturn. And this is whatever I just said is purely based on the positioning of the planets in your Kundali. Jupiter is the weakest weakest planet in Shatbal. So that also indicates what I just said, right? So that is also confirming to it. The current time frame is not supporting anything related to marriage. In case if you accidentally were married, I don't think you were, but there is a delay for sure. It is not going to happen anytime soon. Let me see when exactly it can be materialized. Guru is also denying that. And the next dasha would be of Guru. And after that, Rahu, Budh. What is the status of Mercury? Mercury is also not supportive to it. Okay. What about Ketu uncle? Ketu uncle is also not supporting you. What about Venus uncle? He is the natural signifier. So Venus coming with Rahu, no. So it's not happening this year, Joti. Your marriage is not happening this year, and we can't see anything beyond 1 year. Okay. So if you want to look into the horizon of 2 years, 3 years, 5 years down the line, you can come offline. But here in the live session, we can't go beyond 1 year. In some cases, we go, but in your case is not strong enough to go into the far future. So this year, this may not happen. Maybe you may say that ki, Arey sir, my marriage is about to happen on Shivaratri. Yeah. But that's not the case. That is what I can say. Don't feel bad about it. Let's go and look into what Abhishek has. Husband plus marriage. Husband would be considerably to her, and marriage is not. Yeah, Jyoti, so I can't do much about it. सो इस साल तो नहीं हो रही भाई, ठीक है? जितना अभी हमने जिन दशाओं को देखा है, none of them are supporting. I'll tell you guys one very interesting chart we saw today, right? So it was a chart of a guy who is experiencing turbulence in his marriage. So the first marriage happened in 2011. The second marriage happened in 2017. And the first one got dissolved. And second one is at the worst of getting dissolved. So that is what I'm trying to say, right? If you see that there is not necessary support available in your chart, and if you are still trying to make it materialized, then भोगना पड़ेगा ना वो तो, because you have deliberately done something. So that is the reasoning. If something is not being supported, try not to push for it. We are going ahead with Jyoti now, Abhishek now. So Abhishek, you already know, then why are you asking? You are currently in the transit of moon, right? अभी जो दशा आपकी चल रही हो, चंद्रमा राहु की चल रही है, तो मैं कहूँगा चिल मारो मार्च तक रुक जाओ, 6 मार्च तक. After that, things would be all right. I don't think we need to see anything beyond this, Abhishek. So Rahu is natural signifier of what you are experiencing. So I'll just go with that natural significance. And since you are in Moon Rahu, what exactly you want me to look into? And you don't believe in remedies also, right? One thing I can suggest you, one thing I can suggest you, Abhishek, if you are listening me, right? I would say, since you are not believer of remedies, and the kind of question you are asking is making me feel that you are seeking remedies. No, yeah, I understand that, and that is the reasoning I started maintaining distance from you, right? Because you know too much about your chart, right? And the way you rationalize the reasonings, right, is something, very dangerous. Because if somebody is pursuing their chart at that level, the level you go get into, so personally someone getting into so much of detail about themselves is definitely making you feel anxious about what is there in the future, because now you are speculating a lot of things. I would not say it's a speculation as long as the right technique is used, but mind जो है ना आपका, it is now aware of 10, 15, 20 years ahead. And when you accumulate all of that prediction in your mind, it obviously creates a lot of mental stress. So I would say, don't worry about it. This is a very natural phenomena which you are facing at the moment, Abhishek. I would just request you to wait till March, right? And we are very close, right? We are on today 13th Feb. So as long as you can just wait for a bit longer, right? थोड़ा सा wait कर लो 10-15 दिन और, you are definitely going to feel relaxed. One thing I can suggest you, if you can really do that, right? So on Mahashivratri, there would be a time frame that starts from 12:16 a.m. till 1:06 a.m. Arey nahi, listen to me. So what I'm saying, on this Mahashivratri, the night of 15th, right? So 12:16 a.m. is not 15th, it would be 16th. So रात 12 बजे से 16th हो जाएगा. So just try to understand from that perspective. That is the Nishat Kal, right? And that is the time when the energies would be at extreme. And Abhishek, this is for you, and this is for anybody who is listening me and having any sort of mental stress. I can guarantee you, if you just listen to me carefully and practice this on the night of Mahashivratri, it is definitely going to do the miracles for you. And people who say that नहीं, ये रेमेडी नहीं काम करता, ये नहीं करता, वो नहीं करता, forget about that for some time. यहाँ पे तुम्हारा कुछ नहीं जा रहा है. You need not to pay anything. सिर्फ तुम्हें consciously जो विंडो में बोल रहा हूँ उसको यूज करना है. So the time starts, the time I'm talking about starts at 12:16 a.m. right, and it ends at 1:06 hour, right? So ये जो आपके पास ये जो समय है 50-60 minutes का, that is the most powerful time on Shivaratri. What you have to do during that time, just keep your spine erect, sit in a dhyana mudra, okay? Just sit there, close your eyes and chant Panchakshari mantra in your brain. अपने मन में उसको जितना chant कर सकते हो करो. If you have a jap mala, complete 108. 108 बार पंचाक्षरी मंत्र को इस मुद्रा में बैठ करके आप करिए. एंड आई कैन टेल यू, द नेक्स्ट डे, द वेरी नेक्स्ट डे, you are definitely going to see a difference in your mental state. इतना तो कर सकते हो ना, or you just want to rely on this astrology. मैं रोज हर दिन अपने सेशन के अंत में यही बोलता हूँ कि एस्ट्रोलॉजी से दूर रहिए, इसको आप अपने ऊपर मत अप्लाई करिए। अगर आप अप्लाई कर भी रहे हैं तो स्पेसिफिक इवेंट्स के लिए करिए। इफ़ यू ट्राई टू डिमिस्टिफाई एवरी पार्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ, देन इट इज़ लाइक सॉल्विंग अ पजल, राइट? और जब वो पजल सॉल्व हो जाती है तो फिर इंटरेस्ट खत्म हो जाता है ना। सो अभिषेक, इफ यू कैन डू दिस, सो राइट इट डाउन. The Nishit Kal is starting at 12:16 a.m. and ending at 1:06 hour, right? आपको ये जो विंडो मिल रही है, इस विंडो के अंदर एनी फॉर्म ऑफ मेडिटेशन यू नो, जस्ट डू. एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ मेंटल स्ट्रेस यू आर गोइंग थ्रू, एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ confusions you have, any sort of chronic disease which is related to the mental conditions, you are definitely going to see a considerable improvement there. So please do that. I want to let everybody know, starting from 14th till 16th, I would be in sadhana and I would be doing it, but I would be doing it throughout the night. Starting from 15th, 6:23 p.m., that is when the prahar start, the first prahar starts, and it ends at 6:59 a.m., right? So ये जो पूरा window होगा, in this I would be meditating, I would be doing Jalabhishek and other things because I pray him. So that is what I am going to do. So potentially I would not be available for 2 days, for next 2 days. So what I'm saying, just do this, guys. Don't think about it कि ये क्या करेगा, कैसे करेगा. Just have a belief in it and do it. इसमें तुम्हारा कुछ नहीं जा रहा है. And if you can't do this, तो इस जिंदगी का क्या फ़ायदा यार. So at least इतना तो कर ही सकते हैं. Just do this. See what is the impact it is creating on you. I can tell you the very next day you will get to see a considerable improvement in your thought process. You will get a clarity. And Abhishek, I'm telling you, stay away from astrology because you are not an astrologer. You are not using this practice to help others. You are just using this knowledge to demystify yourself. And the more you do, the more trouble it will bring you, is what I feel. What do I mean by trouble? Trouble means somebody knowing anything and everything about themselves. I hope you got the point, right? So थोड़ा सा उससे distance maintain करो अभिषेक, or you just completely get into it. But ये pendulum वाला काम मत करो कि you are using it for yourself but not for others. So this is very powerful, and you know how powerful it is because we have been working on in Lacuna also. We have had several discussions, right? And you know how accurate these things are. So since this is very powerful, I just want you to be a little bit careful, Abhishek, because you are doing it just for yourself and it is being done in isolation. So it is definitely going to hurt you back. So ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं करना है. On this Shivratri, in the Nishit Kal, just go and meditate for some time. If you can consume the entire window starting from 12:16 till however long you can sit, just do that. अगले दिन आकर के मुझे बताना how you are feeling, and I can guarantee that that is going to give you considerably strong consciousness which can fight back with these kind of situations which you are going through. और जहाँ तक तुम्हारे रिकवर होने की बात है तो दिस रिकवरी इज एनी हाउ गोइंग टू हैपन आफ्टर 6th of March. 4-5 दिन इधर उधर हो सकता है, यू नो दैट राइट. द एनामशा कैलकुलेशन हैज़ अ ग्लिच. So guys, when I say Anamsha calculation has a glitch, there is a glitch of 1 or 2 days here and there, right? So we were trying to optimize that, but we could not optimize it beyond that. So we have left it as it is. So now let's move on. Aditi, if you're there, let me know. Aditi, if you're there, please let me know. Yeah, leave it, leave it. Let it be with us. Remember earlier the Vimsotri Dasha in the uh, means when we were calculating, right? So we were asking the library to give us the Vimsotri Dasha, but that was based on the Lahari Anamsha. And then it was going 14 days ahead of whatever we were comparing with, right? So, so that was a good and funny moment. Aditi, Gwalior. 17 September 2000. And guys, I would like to say one thing. Life is not that complex here. We make it complex. So as long as we try something which elevates us consciously, right? A lot of things would be automatically resolved in life. So that is the reasoning I requested in yesterday's session. I requested everybody to do this on Mahashivratri. So as long as everybody can do that, you are going to see a considerable difference in your life. I also want to call out one thing very categorically. That is, if you are on a spiritual path, you would never need an astrologer. But what do I mean by spiritual path? Right? Spiritual path का मतलब हो गया कि you truly believe in somebody and meditate. वो घंटी लाने वाला बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं कि you just go and sit in temple and read 15-20 आरतीज. लक्ष्मी जी की आरती हो गई, गणेश जी की आरती हो गई, ब्रह्मा जी की आरती हो गई, शंकर जी की आरती हो गई, दुर्गा जी की आरती हो गई. मीन्स all of that you are just doing that and then thinking I have become spiritual. No, you have not. Right? So I think मैंने किसी को सुना था. I heard, I think I heard somebody. Yeah. So वो आपको मैंने शायद कभी बोला था इसके बारे में कि भक्ति दो तरीके की होती है. एक तो होती है सकाम भक्ति और एक होती है निष्काम भक्ति. सकाम भक्ति जो होती है जो जिसमें आप एक कामना के साथ भगवान के पास जाते हो और बोलते हो कि भगवान मुझे एक कार दिलवा दो तो मैं आपको 1 किलो लड्डू चढ़ाऊंगा. तो वो सकाम भक्ति हो गई जिसमें सक्सेस के चांसेस जो हैं वो बहुत कम है. एक होती है निष्काम भक्ति. निष्काम भक्ति में हो गया कि बस भगवान ये ज़िंदगी दी इसके लिए धन्यवाद, बाकी जैसा चाहो चलाते रहो. राइट? that there you are not doing any kamna. You are just having a gratitude for the god, right? And in this case, since you are not asking anything, he will give you what you deserve. तो यहाँ पे कर्म प्रधान हो गया. जब आप निष्काम होते हो तो आप अपने कर्म को प्रधानता दे रहे हो. जब आप सकाम होते हो तो आप वहाँ पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हो. कर्म के नाम पे तो आप लड्डू बांट रहे हो ना. सो ऑलवेज मेक श्योर whoever you are devoting to, निष्काम भाव से करो यार. एंड द ट्रूथ इज, तुम्हें क्या लगता है, व्हाट डू यू थिंक कि विष्णु जी पप्पू हैं, उनको पता नहीं है कि तुम्हें क्या चाहिए? ही नोज, राइट? या हनुमान जी को कुछ पता नहीं है, वो लॉलीपॉप चूज रहे हैं वहाँ बैठ के? ही नोज एवरीथिंग, राइट? ही नोज एवरीथिंग, व्हाट यू नीड, व्हाट यू डिजर्व. क्योंकि ये सब के सब एक ही हैं यार. दे ऑल आर द वन, ओनली वन यूनिक फॉर्म. एंड उसी के ही जो भी आप ब्रांचेस समझना चाहो, जो समझना चाहो, जैसे समझना चाहो समझो. बट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग कि मंदिर जा रहे हो जाओ, लेकिन आप ये सोच के मत जाओ कि उनको पता नहीं है कि तुम्हें क्या चाहिए. एंड उनको ये पता है कि तुम्हें क्या चाहिए और तुम किस लायक हो. सो द वन थिंग यू मस्ट मेक श्योर कि आप जब वहाँ जाते हैं ना तो आप निष्काम भाव से जाइए. वहाँ ये कहने मत जाइए कि आप मुझे ये दोगे तो मैं आपको ये दूंगा. दिस इज़ नॉट द वे टू डील विद गॉड यार, है ना? सो ये बहुत ही बेसिक चीज़ है, इसको ध्यान में रखिए. व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू अ टेम्पल, मेक श्योर यू आर गोइंग विद एब्सोल्यूट डिवोशन. वहाँ कोई मन में कामना लेकर के मत जाओ कि मुझे ये दे देना या मुझे वो दे देना. ही नोज वॉट यू डिजर्व यार. जस्ट फोकस ऑन योर कर्म. यही वजह है कि मैं यहाँ पे जितने लोग आते हैं यूपीएससी या नीट या सीए या वट एवर प्रिपरेशन दे आर डूइंग, मेरा पहला और आखिरी स्टेटमेंट यही है कि आई वॉज एक्सपेक्टिंग यू on your desk, focusing on your studies rather than coming here and asking XYZ people sitting here, right? And giving you ज्ञान कि बस हाँ मैं बता रहा हूँ तुम्हारा हो जाएगा. अभी तुम्हें अपनी पढ़ाई पे कोई कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है क्या? है? क्या बिलीफ है तुम्हें अपनी पढ़ाई पे? तुम्हें बिलीफ है जो मैं बोलूँगा या कोई और बोलेगा, तुम्हें उस पर विश्वास है, खुद पे नहीं है. There is a different angle to it, but let's move on. सबको लग रहा होगा ज्ञान ज़्यादा हो गया यार. Aditi, I have given you your token. Just keep it with you. Next time when you come, you have to carry this. UPSC exam. Aditi, I can tell you one thing, you will definitely do a job. Numerologically, your chart is not reflecting anything which is related to, um, government. So that's a one gray area I see there. You are currently in the dasha of Chandrama, Rahu, and today is the last day for that. And from tomorrow onwards, you will be entering in Chandrama, Guru. Rahu ke baad Guru ki dasha. So, and that is the Pratyantra dasha, where you are entering. Now, Chandrama, Guru. Aditi, your chart is not conforming to the event. So the success seems to be a bit, murky. So the time frame where you are in, this is not indicating you being successful in this. And this time has started from today. So if your result is expected to come in next 1 month time frame, so the time is not favorable for that. Well, will I pass UPSC exam? When was your exam? When you appeared for the exam, Aditi? Can you specify that? After Aditi, we would pick up Karan and then Dolly and then Ganesh, and that would be the end of the session today. May 2026. Just hold on. Chandrama, Buddha. What are you doing, Mr. Buddha? No, Aditi, the time is absolutely in denial. So it is not supporting the time. UPSC exam. The exam is in May. The chart is denying this possibility. Okay, boss, let's move on. Karan, if you are there, let me know. Karan? No, Aditi, I'm not saying you will never pass. I'm saying in May time, when you appear for the exam, the dasha is not supportive. You would not be able to clear it. So it is not supporting for you to clear a competitive exam. So competitive exam clear करने के लिए जो combination चाहिए, that is not been formed, right? आप चाहे इधर से देख लो, उधर से देख लो, कहीं से भी देख लो, it is not been formed. So हम ये कहेंगे कि उस समय में नहीं होगा. अब वो कब होगा वो यहाँ नहीं देख सकते, मैंने आपको पहले बता दिया है. So that we can't see here. Let's move on. करण. करण जी आप कैसे हैं? अदिति अगर आप कुछ चाहती हो तो आप कुछ टीचिंग विचिंग का कुछ ट्राई कर लो, दैट इज फार मोर फेवरेबल देन दिस, राइट? सो दैट इज फार मोर फेवरेबल देन दिस, ओके. बट जो आप ये गवर्नमेंट वाला देख रहे हो, शेड्यूल इज ऑल्सो इंडिकेटिंग दैट both Mars and Sun not at all in a strong support of this event. So Nadi is also denying, numerology is also denying, and Parashi is also denying. तो अब मैं क्या करूं? I can't do much about it. ज़्यादा जानकारी के लिए ऑफलाइन कंसल्ट करें. करण. करण का ही है ना? करण. सूरत. Okay, folks, let's continue. We are seeing Karan's chart right now, and after that we'll see Dolly and then Ganesh, and after that the session would be closed. आप लोगों को पता है मुझे सबसे अच्छा क्या लगता है? कि आप लोग एटलीस्ट अपनी डेट ऑफ बर्थ के बारे में जानते हो. गणेश, यू आर एट द एंड, जस्ट होल्ड ऑन. आप सबसे अंत में. करण के बाद डॉली, डॉली के बाद आप हैं गणेश. करण, ये आपका टोकन है, आप इसको अपने पास रखिए. अगर आप लोग चाहते हैं तो लकुना एस्ट्रो ऐप को डाउनलोड कर लीजिए. ऐप स्टोर, प्ले स्टोर दोनों जगह उपलब्ध है. ओके, डाउनलोड करिए, यूज़ करिए, कॉम्पेटिबिलिटी रिपोर्ट्स को ट्राई करिए. करण. यू ऑल्सो टेक केयर अभिषेक, और साधना करना अगर हो सके तो. करण, यार देखो तुम्हारा न्यूमरोलॉजिकल चार्ट तो ज़्यादा हम उसके बारे में बोल नहीं सकते, क्योंकि अर्ली 2000 के आसपास की तुम्हारी डेट ऑफ बर्थ है, तो 2000 के आसपास की डेट ऑफ बर्थ न्यूमरोलॉजी में बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे से फिट होती नहीं है. Means it is skewed, right? The result is skewed. It starts showing you as a extremely emotional guy, which potentially may not be always true, right? So that is the reasoning numerology can't be applied upfront. That is one thing. Now second thing is तुम्हारा क्वेश्चन क्या है? See, one thing is very clear, that you are not going to come back to India. You are going to settle there. Karan, if you are listening me, just listen to me carefully. So there is a very strong possibility of you settling there in abroad. You are not returning back. That is one thing. As far as you being in IT is concerned, if you can tell me when did you travel? When you moved to Australia? Karan, when you moved to Australia, just clarify that once. November 25. Fine, thank you. There are multiple planets which are supporting that. That is the reasoning I had to ask when exactly you moved. Oh, that is fine. That is absolutely fine. So starting from 25th of October 2020, 24 October 2025, you entered into Saturn, Venus is the transit you entered, and you are exiting from this sometime in April. It's a very beneficial move for you. There are a few contradictions for sure. Means I see that you are not a scholar. Means you moved there because maybe your father had good enough money, right? Have you moved there based on a scholarship, or is something you guys are funding? Karan, I think this is self-funded, right? Karan, please confirm this also. This is self-funded, right? Yeah, so two things I can tell you. You're not definitely returning back. That is one thing. So there is a very strong possibility you settling there abroad. That is one thing. This move of you moving to Australia can also be a quite, you know. beneficial for you. I would suggest you to, be a little bit focused on studies, because there is a time when you can end up having a insulting situation also. Potentially that is because you may not be focused on studies and you end up having some, beautiful marks. So that you can focus on. But the answer to your question is, you would not be returning and you would be settling there. And IT is the career definitely you can pursue. Just drop a message on this. I will suggest you a specific part. That is a specific part you can start doing. That is going to strengthen the possibility of you landing into a good job. So just drop a message here. Tomorrow morning we would respond back to you on this. Dolly, if you're there, let me know. This is possible, but there is a chance of loss and insult that may be because of the low marks. Guys, we are not accepting any more requests for today. We are going for the second last reading, and the last one would be for Ganesh. Ganesh, meanwhile, I would request you to please download the app and create your token. We are at the end of the session. I quickly want to wrap it up. So, Dolly, one thing which is very clear in your numerological chart, that it indicates that there is an absolute delay in marriage. It predominantly it indicates an what to say, means a kind of instability, right, in your marriage life. So that is there. You may have a bit of anger issues also, and you are somebody who speaks a lot. Uh, you may be a scholar. You would have had good study. That is there. So, and it also indicates that there can be two things which can be derived out of your numerological chart. One is this instability in relationship or unstable marriage. A second thing can be derived as you know career issues as well, can be derived out of it. So these are the two things we can see here. Looking at your chart is pretty stable, uh, but stable in the sense, I don't see a lot of 6 8 12 6 8 12 are not there. So that's the reasoning I said it is stable. But whether it's good, best, awesome, that is something which we need to introspect. Yeah. Yeah, so that is what I'm also saying, right? Job may be a area of concern, and largely we have seen that the chart like this reflects that uh, there can be instability. So now the point is, you have just entered into Guru Prityantar Dasha, that is Surya, Shani, and Guru. That is the Dasha you are in right now. Shani is not very favorable. It is indicating expenses also. So you are bleeding your savings. That is what Saturn is indicating. Jupiter is also in a very neutral condition. It is also giving an indication that if you were married, then it is indicating a possibility of separation also. And it is also confirming to the expenses. And okay. No, that is fine. I added if there, right? I added a if. It is very, I mean, it is very hard to find a suitable planet where there is a possibility of marriage. Although Venus has a very good reflection, it is indicating a 2711 being formed there. So that is one possibility. But let me see when is that time coming. Just hold on. No, I'm not saying you will never get married, but you need to see whether the planets which are supporting the event are coming in dasha or not, right? If the planets who are supporting this event are not there, then आप करते रहो जो प्रयास करना है उसका कुछ होना नहीं है ना. So that is the point I was trying to make here. So Venus is the only planet which is giving indication of marriage, and 2711 is beautifully formed there. But why it has not yet happened? So that is something which we need to see. Just hold on. And it's not necessary what you want. It is something what is there in your chart, and when it is um expected to happen. So Venus now, this is also strengthening my concern, Dolly, because you said that no, it has, I means you were not never married and all that, right? And you are currently in the dasha of Mahadasha of Surya. Shukra is the dasha before that, right? Shukra ke baad Surya. So, and how come you never got married, right? During that time, definitely you would have been in some sort of relation. uh, but आप कह रहे हो ऐसा हुआ नहीं है, which is strange. Dolly, I want to speak to you offline. There is something fishy. You are not opening up completely. आप पूरी जानकारी नहीं दे रहे हो. There is a gray area. I would like to speak to you offline if you want. Otherwise, I can't help you. We need to speak offline. The answer which you are giving is strengthening what I am feeling within me, right? So we need to connect on this. Otherwise, I can't help you. The only concern I have that Venus is the only planet which is supportive, uh, but that window you have already crossed and reached to the next cycle, right? And so we need to discuss before we speak anything about your chart. Ganesh, have you created your token? Ganesh, if you have created your token, let me know. And don't feel bad about it, Dolly. Means, I mean, if we do, 10 readings out of 10, one or two readings we request to come offline, because if we are not able to track down the exact reasoning, then we request to come offline. Ganesh, name of the app is Lacuna Astro, but leave it. I'll create your token. Don't deviate. After the call, you can just go and do that. And Dolly, I would say, I think you have already downloaded the application, right, Dolly? I would say you go and do a compatibility test with your partner. I have just made the compatibility test absolutely free, so it is free for everybody. uh, Whoever is using Lacuna Astro app can try the compatibility reports for free अगले 2 दिन के लिए. तो आप जाकर के वहाँ एक बार चेक कर लो कि वो ना क्यों बोल रहा है ना. ठीक है, दैट विल बी देयर. एंड you just drop a message on the number I gave you. We would tell you when we can speak. So tomorrow morning somebody from my team would message you. Tonight nobody is going to message. So tomorrow you can expect a message with the time when we can speak, right? There would be a few details asked, like your palm and your forehead, and all those details would be asked for. So if you are comfortable, you can share that. If you don't have his time of birth, then grab his palm, maybe grab his photo. If you have anything like that, that would also be sufficient for us. We are going for the last reading for today, and that is for Mr. Ganesh. What is there in your chart, Mr. Ganesh? No problem, Dolly. You take care. And definitely, we want to help you. Ganesh. Ganesh, this is your token. Ganesh, I would request you to keep it handy, please. Ganesh, I would request you to share a couple of details: date of marriage, date of filing the case, and if got separated, then the date of separation also. Please quickly share that. So 2019, what is the year when I'm asking about the dates? I want the dates. Year is not sufficient. Within a year, there would be multiple dashas changing, right? Okay, 2022 April. Ganesh, I want you to be very clearly writing it. Uh, Separation. What do I mean by what do you mean by this? Officially in 2022 April is the date when the separation happened. Is this what you mean? Okay, okay, okay. Fine. And date of marriage also, please. Date of marriage as well, please. 14 November 2020, 2014 November. Fine. Just hold on now. Since you are the last one, I would be expanding the horizon so that I can just peek into um considerably in past and considerably in future. So Laguna Astro dashboard, which I look into, right, is quite, you know, robust. It allows us to look into your dasha, uh, into the past 30 years, 40 years, 50 years in just one glance. And it also allows us to look at future 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever you want. So that capability we have, but we don't prefer using that because it expands the overall time required to introspect somebody's chart, right? So since you are the last one, I have no problem doing this for you, man. So just hold on, Ganesh. 2014 November. So 2014, you were in the dasha of Shani, Shukra, Chandrama. Shani is denying. Shani is not in favor of marriage. Shukra is not in favor of marriage. Chandrama is also not in favor of marriage. So the very first thing is you married to her in a time which was not at all supportive. So that is first thing. Now when you filed the case, Sonia, we are closing for today. Sonia, sorry, Sonali, we are closing for today. Sonali, if you don't mind, may I request you to come tomorrow, please? That's okay, Sonali. I can't help you today. You need to come tomorrow, 2019 January. So in January, there are two dashas which are changing. I will consider the first one. Around 9:30, you can grab me. I would be here. So the case, that is when this separated. You are in Shani, Chandrama, Shani. Shani, we already we have seen that. Chandrama. So Chandrama is indicating that there can be legal proceedings, and Saturn is confirming to that. So you would have gone through a court case during that time, April 2022. I'm just trying to map everything so that what is there and what is coming for you can be, addressed. Just hold on. 2022 April. Others don't expect me to go in these kind of details for you, because we do it for the last person of the day. So the final separation happened in Shani, Rahu, Budh. So Shani is already trying to make you single, so that is fine. Rahu is also so keen to see you single, but Rahu has a potential to put you back again in a marriage. Shani, Rahu, and Budh. Budh is also indicating that, but it's fine. But Buddha has 11 involved there, so that is the reasoning you got it cleared there. And this is supported by Rahu also. Saturn is already not in motor, so that is fine. I think this was a very beautiful chart to look into today. I have a good news for you, Ganesh. I, I mean, let's not say it's good news or bad news. I haven't seen the combinations yet, but I feel that it is definitely going to help you. So the current dasha which you are in is Shani Guru Rahu, and it is ending somewhere in 2020 to March 2026 is when this dasha is ending. And next one is Mercury. So next would be the transit of Mercury. So Mercury, if you are planning to marry again, uh, let me look at your date. Yeah, I think you can. Looking at your date, you are not old enough, right? So you can again go for marriage. But what I want to call out, it is indicating the possibility of starting a family, right? So at least Mercury is in support of that. That is a good thing. Now we need to see the conjunctions when, I mean, it's in the dasha, when more than two planets are coming together, then if there is anybody making it possible. So just I'll narrow it down now to 1 year. Just hold on. Otherwise, there is a lot to date, lot of data to look into, right? So 2026, Ketu is weak on this. But 2711 is formed there, but it is also been challenged. Okay. We have to move on. What is your Venus saying? Venus is also having a print of it, but it is also weak. So, what about Sun? Sun is supportive, but it is as good as what Mercury has. So, marriage is not supported. What about Moon? Moon has the support of it, and it is also okay, fine. So, if you are here to know when you can see some hopes of getting remarried, so that window is somewhere in 23 March 2027 till 4th of June 2027. So इस साल ऐसा कुछ नहीं होने वाला. As far as marriage and all is concerned, next year you can plan that. Overall problems which you are going on, right, at the moment will definitely improve. You will get to see an improvement in your job. You would get to see an improvement in your family life. So these are the two things you are anyhow going to see improving gradually as the dasha starts. So I would say that just stick to it. Um, Definitely there is a time for you to wait. लेकिन क्या करें? Hey Neha Nair, how are you? How's your job going on? And how's your health? Last time when we spoke, you were going through some dietary changes to which I think was also making you feel, considerably good. So, how is that? गणेश, आपका जो दशा रहेगी मरकरी की, अभी जो करंट सिचुएशन है उससे बेहतर है. अ, अब तो अब तो जो ब्रेसलेट मंगाया था अपने लिए ले लो नेहा. Just because of you we started a new category, and I think only three or four bracelets are left over. So you can at least grab what you requested for. Okay, so next year you can expect Ganesh some improvement. Mercury is definitely not going to make you Raja Babu, but there would be improvement. There would be improvement from what you are experiencing right now. Yeah, the situation would not be that bad, right? So it will help you in your career also, and it is also supportive to you starting your family life. Guys, I think this was a great session. I got an opportunity to speak to a lot of beautiful people today, and we did almost. Neha, we will check it tomorrow. So today's session is now uh, going to close. I would request everybody to take care of yourself. I may not be available tomorrow and day after tomorrow just because of the Mahashivratri preparation, and I would be traveling for that to my brother's place uh, because the sadhana is going to be a bit intense. It's a full night, you know, Lord Shiva Abhishek and a lot of meditative practices and other things. So I may not be available for next 2 days. But I would say, yeah, Abhishek, you can share your feedback, whatever you have. I would say you guys can just take care of yourself, spend quality time with your family. Make sure on Mahashivratri you are doing a simple meditation, and that is in the Nishit Kal, which is starting at 2:16 a.m. Oh, sorry, 12:16 a.m. So do that. It is definitely going to give you or help you touch the other dimension of your life. As long as yeah, Abhishek, you can definitely, but you can, I would suggest send your feedback on WhatsApp, not here. Um, I think on WhatsApp you are unblocked, so you can just send your messages there. Most of you already know the purpose of this session is very simple. The purpose of this session is to validate the algorithms which we are building. And previous day of Shivratri, what is the previous day of Shivratri? So on the night of Shivratri, right? So on 15th, right? Night of 15th. So 12:16 a.m. is when you have to the time starts. That is the Nishit Kal, the strongest time of the night. Astronomically, if you want to see that. Yeah, Abhishek. So we do have now around 9,000 profiles in the system. I generally see people selecting don't want to answer. So that itself becomes a low priority item because nobody wants to reveal their profession, right? But they don't know that the profession is something which is utilized when you are going for the mobile number numerology, right? I know that mobile number numerology is something is absolutely very pseudo science. uh, but a lot of people who come to our channel requested for it, and that is the reasoning we added that. uh, it is not like we believe in that and we use that, uh, but obviously that implementation has gone pretty well. uh, the feedbacks we have received on that is remarkable. I see that people confirming the predictions on mobile number numerology is pretty accurate. So I would suggest everybody to at least go and check the number you are carrying. So it is there, uh, and it takes your profession uh, as a consideration while suggesting a new number. Uh, sure, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. Majority of professions we have chosen, means have there, because there is a very specific. Means if we just make it free flowing, right, Abhishek? So there is a problem because every profession ID is connected to a specific suggestion. So now making it something which is free text, then the association is lost. So it means it becomes a generalized prediction. And as long as we make it generalized, we are losing the specialization which is basically given to you and which is very personalized also. So that personalization is lost since you are moving towards the generalization. So uh, that is the reasoning we, I mean, it's an intentional thing why we do not have the free flowing, because if somebody is interested, they will find it. Yeah. I agree. So uh, we'll think about it, Abhishek. Thank you. Nice suggestion. Very valuable one. And we'll consider this. Guys, thank you so much. Like Abhishek has shared his valuable inputs, and I see that it's a really valuable one. But there was a reasoning why we didn't do it. But we'll see if we can introduce something of that sort. We need to assess the impact. We need to understand the impact on the predictions, because when it starts navigating into a generalization area, then the predictions would be diluted, right? So right now we do have quite a personalization available, right? So everybody gets to see a unique and different reading for them. So we'll see, Abhishek, and we'll let you know if we decide to do that. Guys, thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity to look into your charts. This was really a nice day. I loved talking to all of you. My name is Anand. I'm the founder and CTO of Lacuna Astro, and I look forward to speaking to all of you very soon. Thank you once again, and good night.